Alright, we're back for Game 3 of this Game Day Finals between Daniel on the left and Sean on the right. Game 1, Sean was just able to get a really fast start. Daniel wasn't able to come back fast enough. Game 2, Daniel was able to squeak by, so we're going to see who's going to have the better starting hand, I think.
Whose cuisine will reign supreme here on the ABU Games feature match table?
It's very poetic.
Thank you. We got like a bunch of black mana casting cost bears on one side, and then like snapcasters and stuff on the other.
Another one-lander for Daniel, so he's gonna have to ship it back, go down to 6 on the draw. Looks like Sean is content with his hand.
I feel like there could be Delvers in Dan's deck if he so chose. It's a very Delvery deck.
Yeah, you got a lot of instants and sorceries, just a lot of reactive spells.
Yeah. I wonder if they put Delver in it in the rough draft of it and it just wasn't good enough.
Maybe.
I feel like people have a lot more removal than they used to, just regular spot removal like Pillar of Flames and things like that.
Yeah. Interesting fact was that the deck that Daniel's playing in the finals was also played by another Daniel Gardner, who won our first game day event of that day. So he just took, Brubaker just took the deck.
Shout out to Dan Gardner. Whoop whoop.
Yep. And was able to come back to the finals with this one. In the first finals, Dan Gardner was able to win over Peter Johnson. Wish we could get that video to you guys, but there was some technical errors, so apologize about that.
Dan Brubaker takes the longest out of any human being to shuffle his deck, actually.
He's just thorough.
Yeah. I've played Magic with him for probably the lot of like 10 years, and he's always just taken so long to shuffle.
As long as he does that in the 3 minutes, he's fine.
Yeah. Use every second of it. Okay, going to 6.
Let's see if this is any better for Dan.
Alright, we have a land and a bunch of spells, and the land doesn't actually cast the spells. We're going to 5.
We're going to 5?
I think he's going to 5. He's on tilt.
Nope, he's keeping it. Turn 1
okay, he's just going to draw a mountain, and it's going to be fine.
Well, a Hall Fountain, so he did rip a land. It says go.
This is what we call getting lucky. Sean's definitely going to bring that bear through.
Yep, gets in for 2. Daniel's down to 18.
I wonder if he's got 2 more bears. Oh, the artist.
Artist.
Dude, that card didn't do anything last game. I think he would have taken it out by now.
Drained 1.
The only reason it did anything last game is because Dan decided to Pillar of Flame it for no apparent reason. Let's see.
Oh, he ripped a Steam Vents, plays a tap and passes the turn, so Dan's been ripping land so far.
Dan did it. That's what you're supposed to do if you keep a one-lander, is you just draw land the next 2 turns.
It's usually pretty
That's
good.
the pro play.
Yeah.
Dan is a superior Magic player today.
So 2 more, sending down to 16 off the diagraph.
I actually like to swing with the Blood Artist there.
Really?
I like that play, yeah. So Sean is just pondering over his options. His hand's off the table. Looks like both players' hands are off the table, so we're kind of in the dark here about what he has.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can just slam a messenger and get around Syncopate.
So, bump of the night. Dan goes down
you.
to 13. I see a Brimstone Volley in his hand. And another Blood Artist. So,
This card isn't going to do
pillars
anything.
will be even better.
Yeah, this card is not going to do anything this game.
I
really love...
Although I think Dan has a couple of Izzet Charms.
So it might do something?
Yeah,
Maybe if he like
wants to use
shocks
it-
a guy,
yeah,
you
if
can
he
get a
wants
drain
to-
off of it.
He wants to kill off the ghoul. Well, he's just going to pillar a Blood Artist. Okay.
This is weird. Okay.
So,
I would just pillar the Diagraph Ghoul and just have an infinity clock on the board. There's 0 board presence if he's got 2 0/1s. Looks like Dan is deciding what land to play. He drew yet another land. He's wondering if he should hold up the Izzet Charm or if he should just play his Steam Vents into play tapped, because I think he has a Glacial Fortress.
yeah, he drew another land, the second Steam Vents. He's got the Glacial Fortress in hand. He wants to think of... If he wants to take the 2 in order to keep the removal spell and the Izzet Charm in hand a viable play, or if he just wants to play the Glacial Fortress, save himself some life. Looks like he's going to go down to 11. So he does want to risk it. And he's going to quickly Izzet Charm the Diagraph Ghoul. He's going to lose 1. Sean's going to gain 1, go up to 21, while Daniel's at 10.
Alright. I guess it makes your pillar more sensible if you're actually going to pull the trigger.
So Sean plays a untapped Blood Crypt, plays a Gravecrawler.
Passes the turn.
Showing that he does have something. He's got 1 card left.
He's got a Brimstone Volley left.
Yeah, that's a pretty good sign.
Or maybe he doesn't have a Brimstone Volley. He's just playing Blood Crypt untapped to represent Brimstone Volley. And maybe he just has another Swamp or something.
Maybe. Oh, do you see Snapcaster? Flashback the pillar. Take out the Gravecrawler.
Sean is like, let me think about how screwed I am here.
I believe Daniel did just draw that Snapcaster, so he's on the run hot so far.
And yeah, Sean probably just has 2 land. He kept the double Blood Artist hand, and it didn't pay off for him. Surprise, surprise. I think if those Blood Artists were bears, it might have been going the distance.
So plays a tap Blood Crypt.
As I thought. Yeah. He just has land.
So I think, and then I think no swing off the Snapcaster there.
Dan's scared of Hellrider. He's gonna bump him.
The bump.
This is like the classic worst play in Magic is just like bolt you during my main phase.
Izzet Charm just to counter it, say no.
I think it's kind
it rips another pillar. Gets in for 2, sending Sean down to 17.
Alright, so Dan's deck I think is inherently good against zombies.
Blood Artist comes down. Again, not showing to be the most powerful card in this matchup. Another pillar. Swings for 2, sends him down to 15.
Alright. Looks like Dan has Essence Scatter and Detention Sphere in his hand.
Wow.
He's got all these swamps.
Sean is drawing land. So 2 more. Sean goes to 13.
This is not what you're supposed to do with your aggro deck.
Yeah.
You're supposed to draw 3 or 4 land and then stop drawing land after that.
Yeah, that's the general notion.
See, this is the general comparison between a pro Magic player and an average Joe Magic player. The ability to keep the 1 land hand and draw just enough land after that, and then see the opponent probably started with 3 or 4 land and then only drew land afterwards.
Looks like we saw the Restoration Angel, but not serving to link in a Snapcaster for any effect. Do you see Augur Bolas?
He just wants the beats.
He
knows
he's got this.
Beats.
He's got this pretty well locked down. As we
he's like, okay, I drew another land.
Yeah,
whatever.
Enough.
Shake my hand. I'm done sitting at the table playing this stupid game.
Well, after drawing so much land on Sean's side, Daniel's able to take it 2-1.
We really saw a really good display of skill here in this last game. I would say that this was a complete blowout just on the skill factor alone here.
Okay. All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us. Once again, I'm Derek Peterson.
And I'm Ethan Foley.
Take care.